Good morning and welcome to the Mass Wastewater Energy Recovery Summit. I'm Donna Tench. I'm the Director of the Clean Energy Results Program, and we are very pleased to have you all here. We do have one small change to the agenda this morning. Unfortunately, Commissioner Heipel could not join us, but we're very pleased to have our Deputy Commissioner, John Beling, here with us this morning. And John's bio is in your bio folder, but I will briefly say John is now our Commissioner for Policy and Planning. Prior to that, he was the Commissioner of the Vermont Department of Environmental Conservation, where he led a 350-person agency and helped implement the state's environmental justice law, expand Vermont's approach to PFAS, deployed federal infrastructure funding, and a whole suite of other activities. John is also a former senior attorney with our Office of General Counsel, so we're especially proud of that. Welcome, John. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm sorry the commissioner couldn't make it. It's a little bit like you go into a show and it turns out the warm-up band is the band. So we'll try to get you some t-shirts, other merchandise to kind of make up. It really is great to be here. This is part of the kind of a economy-wide effort to combat climate change. So just a quick word about the Clean Energy Results Program. It's been around since 2011. Which I didn't know until I was preparing for this. That's a long time. So that it kind of shows you Massachusetts has been at the leading edge of a lot of these issues for many years now. It's a joint effort between DEP and the Department of Energy Resources. And I want to give some shout outs to some of the folks who helped put this together. Obviously, Donna Tench, who's the director of the CERP, Ann Lowry, who's an assistant commissioner who works directly with me. Mike DeBarra worked on this to prepare it. Sharon Lee and Paul Locke, who many of you may know, who's retired, but I still work with him all the time. So I'm very grateful for these folks and the efforts they've put forth in putting this together. The Healy and Driscoll administration obviously takes climate very seriously. And there's a good quote from the governor from a little while back, calling the climate crisis both the greatest challenge and an opportunity to actually evolve and to do things differently. And I think that's what we're talking about today. This is an opportunity. This is a way of capturing energy that otherwise was just being dissipated and putting it to use for decarbonization. You know, as Donna mentioned, I was in Vermont this summer when we had catastrophic flooding like I've never seen. I mean, houses literally getting washed down hills. And, you know, one of our main problems or challenges in responding to that as the department was dealing with wastewater treatment systems. I mean, we had places just get completely inundated. I think 2 or 3 had to be completely rebuilt, you know, and that's part of the problem, right? You have climate change. Guess where all the treatment plants are? They're on the rivers. You know, guess what floods first in Vermont? The rivers. So this is something that we're going to have to tackle in so many different fronts. And the other, you know, piece of this that I think is worth noting is the climate crisis, climate change, whether it's drought, flood, you name it. The folks who are the most heavily impacted by this are low income, people of color, those communities. They don't have as much resilience. They don't have as much resources available to them. So it's up to us to help tackle this challenge, to help that population, as well as everyone. It's not specific to them, but like so many environmental crises, those are the folks who bear the brunt of it. So very proud that we're making these efforts. It's great turnout today. It's great to see a lot of people here in person. I know we've got a bunch of people online. I think the head count's around 120. That's great. That's fantastic. We've got a really good agenda for you. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to start out with some of the folks who actually are working on the technology. That's the first presentation. I think the panel is going to be great. We've got a bunch of folks both from that sector, from the engineering, design. We're going to put some information out there. We're really happy and pleased that we've got some municipalities and places that have actually been using this technology. We got people coming here from the Pacific Northwest, from King County, where Seattle is, Vancouver, we have Washington, D.C., and we got someone from here in Boston. So it'll be great to hear from them and kind of see, you know, what their experiences are. This is not new technology. I think most of you know that. This has been around for quite a while, I think, but the renewed interest in it is really attributable to these efforts being made to capture energy, to eliminate carbon. So we're hopeful that we're going to keep this going and get more and more places interested in using this technology and putting it to good use. So yeah, I think this is really more of a kickoff. I'm really just here to welcome you, to say hello. Again, I appreciate your attendance, and I really hope you can learn something here today, bring it forward with you, and put this to use for all of us. Thank you.